let me tell you what's going on. Last week, my computer, remember how I was having so many problems with my computer?
Yeah,
I decided to just get a different computer. I go, I'm gonna get a new computer.
really?
So I had to get me a new computer. This is this newer, faster, better, and it won't have those problems. But because of that recording, it didn't work. It just my computer kept crashing and having all kinds of problems. And it was a fairly new computer. It just you know, because I do my other classes too. I do my high school classes, and those I do all. It's from 7 in the morning till I'm there till what is it, 12:30, and then I have office hours after that. So it just that computer that was too slow for me, and it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. So I got this new one. That's why this one sounds a little different
Hmm.
because it doesn't have speakers. I have to get me some nice set of speakers for this. But anyway, those are problems. And then I needed because this. Remember how I told you that my my camera kept moving, and my desk was all loose. So I went and got me not a new desk, but a desk. Anybody buy stuff on a marketplace by any chance? I
Hmm.
bought it. I bought it on marketplace. I found this guy who was moving, and I contacted him, and he goes, "Yeah, this Saturday. So on Saturday, I went and met with him at Terra Lago. I never been there. They actually have a lake in there, with
Uh-huh.
boats and bridges and everything. I was surprised. I go, wow, this is like another city within a city. You been there, Maria?
I
I've been there. I live here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. I love it here.
Yeah. Oh, you're there. That's where you're at.
Live here for 1 year.
1 year. Okay. Yeah, it's really nice. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the boats and the little bridge and everything. I go, wow, this is like I'm in another city here.
It is.
And you know what? And I realized that I've been to a place like that somewhere else because Saralago is kind of, they have it like in Sun City, they have it in different locations, like Sun City, Phoenix, and then Sun City here, Palm Springs. Well, it's not even in Palm Springs. It's in, what part is that there? It's just La Quinta or Bermuda, I don't know. But they have like the same thing with Taralago. They have Taralagos all over the country. I didn't know that. But
Oh,
anyway,
really?
so the guy was leaving, so I purchased even a refrigerator. He had an extra one. And I go, you know what? I need an extra one for that. It's always good to have the meats and all that on a separate thing. Because they fill
Uh-huh.
out the whole thing. So I got all that for $150. So that was really a good price. Got the
Wow.
desk, the chair that I'm sitting on, because the other
Oh,
chair was
you got
horrible.
it there?
Yeah, it was a good deal. Very, very good deal.
No
He
pasa
actually
nada.
called me yesterday that he had left some because he had couches. I mean, he had a bunch of stuff. He was moving
Really?
back to, believe it or not, back to Pakistan. He was a Pakistani man
Oh.
with his family because mom and dad, I think they were old and sick, and he wanted to go back. I go, you gonna go back to stay there? He goes, yeah. So he was selling the house too. So I guess he
Wow.
found a buyer for the house. I don't know how the houses go there. They're really expensive, I bet. But anyway, so but that's another story. So now I have a new computer, so I am recording this time. It's gonna work, and I'll upload it. I won't have any problems. And I see the thing is, because Nelly, my 10-year-old, he will get into my other computer and will mess around with it. So I
Oh.
decided to cut him off. And the other computer, I just put it in another room, and he's there. I can hear him playing right now, but he's not gonna mess around with my. And that's one thing that I recommend always. If don't let nobody mess with your equipment. That's how it is. You have to, because if you have a computer that everybody uses, you're gonna have all kinds of problems. And that's not it. They have businesses, people who work in businesses that they have, they let the kids play games on the business computer. Well, don't do that because that's very unsafe because kids, they just click and everywhere.
Yeah, they
But
don't know
anyway,
what they're
so
doing.
it's something that definitely you don't want to do. All right. So anyway, so just going back to our thing. So what I wanted to do and to complete this introduction, just to get it over with, and then move on to the actual Excel, because that's a program that we definitely want to start. Excel. Uh, I found that it has a really nice way of learning how to create folders online. So I know, Barbara, you don't have your book right now, but I'm recording it. Okay, so if we go to off 78, page 78, it's kind of like the summary of things, but I want to show you something. Off 78, expand your world is called. Expand your world. If you have your textbook with you, you can follow me. It says create a solution that uses cloud or web technologies by learning and investigating on your own from general guidance. Right, and it has a couple of labs, but let me just show you instructions. Create the folder shown in figure 120. Then using the respective Office Online application, create a small file to save in each folder. For example, create a Word document to save it in the Word folder, create a PowerPoint presentation to save it in the PowerPoint folder, and then an Excel spreadsheet to save it in the Excel folder. And then they want us to do a small database to save in the Access. So that's what we're gonna do today. This is a really good exercise, okay? Learning how to create folders and how to actually save files into those folders online, all right? This is for the online activity, but in your computer, it's identical, okay? Because remember, we created the office.com account. We want to use that account because it's easier to use it online than to use the computer sometimes. Either way, both of them are good. I have both and I can use both, but this time I want to use the computer, okay? So let me open up my office. So do so if you can.
Open our office.
Office.com, office.com. Not the word on the computer, but the office.com. This exercise, if you go to page OFF 78, that's where it's called Expand Your World, Creating Office Online Documents. And then we're gonna do basically there's two labs. One lab is number one, create folders for a bookstore. We don't want to do that, just a waste of time. Definitely want to do lab number two, create office documents and saving them in appropriate folders. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create 4 office documents, very simple, and then we're gonna save it into our folders. So the first thing we need to do is create those folders. So we can all do it together. Let me get my my office here.
So we open our Microsoft account.
Yeah, it's remember it's Office account. I was wrong. I said uh, Microsoft.com. It's not Microsoft.com. You can get to it from there, but it's actually Office.com. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me go here.
I opened it with a Microsoft.
Yeah, you can either go either way. It's a nice thing. Office.com. Oops, so you're not seeing because I'm hiding this thing. Let me do it again. Just make sure that I show you here. See, my other computer will take forever to switch. This one is like in no time.
It's faster.
Yeah, it's pretty fast. So it's office. Oops, what am I typing? Office.com. It's going to .com. And it should tell me, see, takes me to that directly. Now, if I do Microsoft, it will take me to look at Microsoft.com. But it takes me to the Microsoft site. And then I'll have to go to Office. See, right here has a link for Office.
Okay.
So, but it's the same thing, but it's better just to go directly to Office. So Office just takes you directly. No thanks. All right, so I'm right here. I want to sign in. And don't forget that I don't even know my sign in. I forgot. What was it? I think it was how was Outlook?
Havas
I was
15.
59. Everybody knows my username. I don't even know it. Everybody knows it. Okay. I was Outlook because I didn't have one, so I created an account. But you could use, I said, any account that you had, okay, already. Outlook.com. You guys can see what I'm doing or no? Yeah, all right. I think so, no? Microsoft Office, Outlook.com. So I go next. And this is gonna bring a problem because I thought I saved the password. I don't remember the password, to be honest with you. See, that's one of the things, you always gotta make sure. Nope. Oh my God. Okay, I'm in. help us protect your account. A lot of times they want to use your phone for security. It's a good idea to do it, but every time you sign in, they're gonna send you a text. You have to put the code, and sometimes it's an annoyance. So right now, I'm gonna skip it for now. I'm gonna try to skip that for now. Okay, so I'm in. I see my documents here. Okay, but we need to create a folder. So we're gonna follow a textbook to create the folders. Okay. But actually, the instruction clear. Click the file explorer button, which is where I don't see the file explorer. All right, let me see. Your framework, so it's okay. That's fine. Let me spray that document folder. Let's go create a folder. Categories. Okay. All right, so we're gonna create some folder. So for us to get is here the little cloud. See that cloud, the OneDrive? That's the cloud. So you must click on that. Okay. So I'm gonna click on the cloud. Hey, are you guys going away or is me going away? I don't know why the controls keep going away. I don't know what I need to do here. You guys see my screen or no? When I click away. You do? Anybody? No? You don't see it? Okay, so let me stop the share and switch again because I need to switch it again.
I'm sorry. What
You
is
there
it?
now?
We were there. We see your screen.
You see it now?
What, your screen?
Yeah, my office screen.
Yes, we see your screen with the documents.
All right, so here, look at how did I get to this point? Let me show you again. I just click on that little cloud right here, the OneDrive. When you click on it, those are your files. It's where Microsoft or Office stores all your information. Okay, so look at what I'm gonna do. I have a document here. It should go in documents, so I'm gonna just dump it in there. Can I do it later? Oh yeah, it went in there. So look at what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna create a folders here. So I go right here, new folder. See that? How easy?
Can you do that again, please?
Yes. So I said, let me get to this one again. So I go OneDrive. See, it is OneDrive. Once I log into my office,
Mm-hmm.
and OneDrive is my saving my it's like a flash drive, like your hard drive, where you save your documents. Now I'm gonna go new and folder. And the first folder, they want us to call it Word. I'm on page now, all FF79, and figure 122 at the very bottom. Let me, you guys don't see my, see only my window, but you don't see my
We see your folder
okay, so
that you have right there.
this is the page that I'm talking about, see?
Oh,
Those four folders, this
Yeah.
is the page. They have for a library, but we're doing the one on the bottom. It's called lab
yeah,
number 2.
yeah.
And it's on
What page?
this is page OFF 79. OFF 79.
OFF 79.
79.
And it's figure 122.
And figure 122 exactly on the very bottom. So the first folder, look at how we're gonna do this. The first folder, we're gonna call it Microsoft Office 2016. Notice how they have the way they have it is they have a, let me show you really quick visually. They have one folder here and 4 folders here. I'm just drawing it, okay? So and they're connected somehow. They're connected this way, like this, like this, like this, like that. So we're trying to create the first folder in the list, okay? This folder, the first folder on the list, we're gonna try to create.
So that first folder, that could be like our class.
Yeah, you can name it for this. Yeah, that's what we're gonna put. That's what they want us to learn how to put all the files in a way that they're actually stored properly. You know, you can find them easily. I remember the naming them and put them in a specific folder. It's like when you're looking for your bills. Remember I was telling you that if you have one folder, one file, or one envelope even, just for your bills, you put bills right there. And then you have another one for receipts, you know, and you have another one for uh, check stubs, and then another one for whatever, you know. Having things organized is easy to find them. Like if you want to pay the electricity or somebody's asking you for a receipt for electricity and you don't have them organized that way, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a nightmare to find that thing. So this is doing the same thing, but now we're doing it digital, you know, online on the cloud, so we can organize our work. Okay. So let's just start with the first one. So the first one, oops, let me delete all this so you guys I don't throw you off. But that's how it's gonna look. You know, we won't see it like that. But that's how the computer is called a hierarchy. That's how the computer is gonna see the folders. That's how they're gonna be in that computer. Okay. All right. So the first one. Oops. 1 second here.
So we can scan our utility bill and then allocate it to the right folder.
Yeah, you can do that. That's it. See, I have that. I have it on my cloud, my drive, my Google Drive. Every time I pay something, I don't print it. I just go file, print, and I have the feature saved to Google Drive. And it saved my bills to Google Drive because you know how it is. It's easy just to find them. The other day, because I owed some money to the IRS, and this lady from the IRS, I call and no, I got a letter first saying that pay or you'll be sent to jail.
Garnished.
I call them and the lady goes, yeah, you didn't pay for this is back in March or sometime around that time. Because you didn't pay for last month. You have an arrangement. You didn't pay your arrangement. You automatically we're gonna have to garnish your salary. I go, well, wait a minute. What are you talking about? Because yeah, the month of March you didn't pay it. I go, I did. Well, she goes, well, let me see. Show me a proof. Tell me. They give you a confirmation number. I go, give me 1 minute. I'm gonna look for it. So I went to my Google Drive and I had them. I have them organized. I'm very organized in that thing. Maybe I'm not organized in other things, but in that paying my bills, I'm very organized. So I found it and I go, this is the confirmation number. And she was like, oh, good, because we don't have there's a problem with our system. I go, yeah, but I did pay it. So anyway, the lady was not really nice to me. But then I called again just recently, and I ended up talking to another agent. Every time you call, you get a different agent. And sometimes they're really nice. It's like immigration interview. Sometimes they're like, pásale, no big deal. And others they want your birth certificate, you want to see your fingerprints, everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So I got lucky that. Hi, Maria. La Mariquita, you were able to connect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adios.
Anyway,
Last week I didn't available
all right.
to go to.
Okay. Make sure you go to the office.com on your computer, Mariquita, so you can.
Abre otra window, María.
A ver.
On the side.
A ver si no me salgo.
Sí, o si no, arriba
click on any X because it's going to exit, okay?
de Mr. Vasquez que dice you are viewing Pablo Vázquez enseguida.
Ajá.
Que dice view options. Tú hazle clic allí y cuando le hagas clic allí, ahí puedes hacer el screen del más chiquito para que tú puedas abrir tu tab.
Okay.
Porque yo no lo podía hacer hasta que le hice así.
Mr. Vasquez.
It's a full screen.
¿Mm?
It's a full
It's
screen.
full screen, ándale, it's a full screen. Y entonces ya puedes abrir tu tab y abrir tu,
I'll give you access to see the rest of the things, no?
Ajá, y abre tu cuenta de la que hicimos para que llegues al OneDrive. La de Microsoft Office, ¿o cómo, Mr. Vasquez?
Yeah, Microsoft, there's office.com.
Office.com.
Mr. Vasquez, what do we type for the folder?
The first folder is going to be, I'm typing it right now, it's Microsoft Office 2016. And it's on the text.
Oh, okay.
If you notice on figure 122 on page OFF 79, at the very bottom says, Microsoft Office 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I have it right there. Make sure you type it exactly the way I have it, and then you're going to click create. So that's the first thing. I go create. Wait a little bit, and there's a folder. See, where is my
Okay.
right here? See, this is my. But it's notice how many files he has? 0. So that means it's an empty folder. So we're gonna open the folder now.
I'm
see,
sorry, where did you go to create?
right here, it says new. No,
Oh, yes, okay.
right here, let me just make sure that you see it. New. Okay. Give you a few minutes so everybody can catch up to that. Well, I was gonna tell you, and then the new agent that I just called recently, he forgave $3,000 on my debt. I go, you know what? I hear these commercials on, late night infomercials where they're like, if you owe the IRS, well, we can contact the IRS and forgive your debt, no sé qué tanto. And I told the agent, how come they have this? That's a lie. He goes, we don't do that. I go, are you sure? You guys don't do that? Well, let me talk to my supervisor. Let me see. And I just waited and waited, and he goes, okay, I'm gonna look into your account, see what I can forgive. And then he forgave $3,000 of what I owed. I don't want to tell you how much I owe, but I owe somebody.
Sure, man.
Anyway, it's some extra work that I was doing it. But that's what happens when you're trying to be honest. I was honest, I reported it, now I'm paying the price. If I would have lied, I would have been fine. Sometimes honesty is worse.
That
Anyway, but no, I just I reported that money that I was making, extra money, and I so anyway, that's another story. All right, so we're done with that. Have the first folder. Everybody has the first folder? If not, hey, my camera, look at my camera, it's shaking. Is that me? Oh, that's weird. I see you guys shaking. All right, there. That was weird. Okay, everybody is done with the folder or no? Need more time?
Yep.
I'm done.
Okay, so you should have a folder like this. Microsoft Office, okay? That's the first folder with it. We're all good? Continue?
Yes.
Everybody, yeah? Okay, is that okay?
Yes.
All right, so let me clear all my things here, clear this, drawings. All right, so now look at what we're gonna do next. We're gonna open this folder, because remember, we're doing a hierarchy. Now we're inside that folder. See, it's empty. Microsoft Office 2016 is empty. So basically what we did here, so you can understand, we did the first folder. Out of the other folders that we said we're gonna do. We're gonna do a total of 5 folders. So we're right now inside this folder. We're inside the first folder. Now we're gonna create the first, on the list of folders, we're gonna create the first one. So the first one is gonna be Word. And just let me show you visually, so Word is the first one. The next one is, they want us to do PowerPoint.
How did you get to there, Mr. Vasquez? I'm sorry.
I just click on it, click on the folder and it will open up. I'll go back right now. And then the next one is Excel. I'm just gonna put the first letter. And then the last one is Access. All right. So those are the folders we need to do. But let me go back to where I was. I said, once you create a folder by clicking right here, new folder. And then I name the folder Microsoft Office.
Yes.
And I open it. And now I'm creating the next folder, the Word folder. So inside this.
Because I'm clicking on the new Microsoft Office folder and it doesn't do nothing.
You cannot open it? You know what? Because
yeah, because I created my file, Microsoft Office 2016, and it says this folder is empty.
Yeah, can you open it or no?
No, how would I open it?
Double click it.
I double click.
Yeah, try double clicking it. Maybe that will work.
No, nothing happens. I did that already a couple of times.
And is that doing it?
Well, I got the same thing. When I double clicked on it, it says this folder is empty, but that's because we haven't put anything in the folder.
It's empty, it's fine. It's not gonna have anything, Jackie.
See, pero how do you, como usted que you got all those 4 squares?
No, this I'm drawing this. This I'm drawing it on the screen. Yeah, this is my Zoom drawing tools.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, show you visually what I'm doing here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I get that.
this is the drawing.
I'm like, how do we do that?
No. See, this folder is empty. This folder is empty and I'm in Microsoft Office. Okay.
Okay,
Once
thank
I'm here,
you.
I'm gonna create this folder, the Word folder. So I'm gonna go new again, folder. I'm just drawing this to visually show you what we're doing here.
Okay, I see. Thank you, Mr. Vasquez.
No, you're welcome. And it's gonna be Word and then create. So new folder, Word, and then create. And now you're gonna see a folder.
Uh-huh.
Now we're ready to do the second folder, the PowerPoint folder. So I'm gonna go new folder and then PowerPoint. And the spelling is right there in case you're not sure. PowerPoint has two uppercase P's. Okay, so create and the second folder. The next folder is Excel, so one more folder. And I'm just repeating 4 times the same procedure that I did for the other one. Excel, create, and then I need the last folder, Access. So remember I told you those are the 4 main programs that make up Office. Okay. There's more programs part of Office, but these are the 4 main ones. Access.
The 4 most important ones.
Yeah. There it is. See, I got my front folder. Just similar to my drawing right here. This is, remember, this is just a drawing, okay? So I don't want to throw you off drawing. Okay, so there you have it. Now, let me show you something that it might throw you a little bit off. I'm going to clear my drawings here. But if I go right here, look at to my files again, it shows Microsoft Office and it says it has 4, but it doesn't tell me for what. So when I click on it, it's actually 4 folders. Again, in my files, it only shows the folder, but notice that it shows down. See this folder pictures is something they created. It's empty. You see that? This one has something inside. It has 4 folders. So what we're gonna do next, they want us to create 1 Word document, 1 PowerPoint document, 1 Excel document, and 1 Access document. 1 of each. All right. And we're just gonna put 1 line and that's it. We're not gonna put anything. They just want us to learn how to save those documents. All right, so look at what I can do now. I can close this, the cloud if I want to, or the OneDrive. Or I can do it right here too. Look at if I go new, Word document, Excel, PowerPoint, and it's not gonna have access. I don't see access here. But let me see if he has it on the main thing. So let me close this really quick.
Okay.
It doesn't have access. Wow. So no tiene access. Let me check to see.
It just has Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote.
Yeah. It doesn't have access. How funny.
Where did you go to see that?
Right here on the, see when I open the drive, it opened up another window. I can go from here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a form survey, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have access either.
Yeah, no, it doesn't come with it, I think. Oh, how funny. Okay, so it's not gonna have access. It's okay, we'll put some other document, but here on the thing it says that it has access. So they made us create the access document.
Mr.
Okay.
Vasquez, Maria says she's trying to come into Zoom because su red la sacó del Zoom and she's trying to come in.
All right, okay.
So I don't know if you see her.
No, let me check. Because I don't have a.
Que la hizo, salió se vino saliendo del Zoom. Oiga, ya entró Yoli. Hi, Yoli.
Yoli's here too?
Yeah, I see her.
Oh, hi, Yoli. ¿Cómo ha seguido Yoli? Su hija. Está muted. Está muted.
El mute. Quita el mute, Yoli. Está el botoncito.
El micrófono.
Oh, ok. Buenas tardes. Pues sigue igual, Mr. Vázquez.
¿Pero recuperándose o no?
No se ha recuperado nada. Que todavía la tienen dormida y que no ha abierto los ojos y que pues que la calentura ya se le quitó, pero no ha progresado nada.
Como que no, pues hay que seguir orando y pidiendo que
Gracias.
está bien. Sí,
Gracias.
temprano,
Gracias.
porque no estaba temprano, para que sepa, Cristina también le dio el COVID a toda su familia, y ella, su familia está bien mala.
¿De veras? Sí, ahorita está pegando donde quiera.
Sí, me dijo
Y
que estaba muy
ahorita,
mala.
pues ella está muy mala y yo tengo sus hijos aquí, mis nietos aquí están.
Oh,
Ajá, pero ellos les hicieron el examen del COVID
ajá.
y salieron negativos.
Ok, pues qué bueno, qué
Aquí
bueno.
estamos.
Cristina me dijo que toda la familia está infectada.
Ay,
No,
pobrecita.
pues,
No, se está pegando muy feo esta enfermedad.
sí. All right. Okay, let me go back to this. So we're gonna, first thing we wanna do, make sure that we have the folders. So let me repeat the steps because that's a little confusing for people. Okay, the first thing we need to do is click on the OneDrive. See the little cloud right here. Maria, were you able to connect or no? Oh, está muted.
Bueno,
Oh, you know what? I see you guys shaking. Some of you shaking. I don't know if it's me or it's the connection.
I went back to my files and I don't see the folder that I just created.
All right, so let's go to the cloud, and it should be right here. Look, as soon as you close out the window for the cloud and open it again, you should see it right there.
Okay, let me see.
See, mine is right here. I can see it here, and included like 4 folders right here.
No, it's not.
No se lo está dando.
No, no lo tiene. Well, I never saved it. Is
Oh,
that why?
let me tell you something. This one doesn't have a save button. It saves what is called in real time. So as you're doing it,
Automatically?
as soon as you click create, it creates it. Okay.
Then where did it go then?
I don't know. Refresh. Can you refresh the window right here? Look at see. Well, mine is right here. If you're using, depends on the browser you're using, but it will be like a little arrow. That's for refreshing. If I was using Google Chrome, because I'm not using Chrome for this.
Okay, I
It's a
refreshed.
little arrow. The little arrow will refresh the page and it will show you, anything new.
No, it's not there. It's gone.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
maybe
create it again.
that created again. I guess it was not able to create it.
It's Microsoft Word, right? Office, Microsoft.
Office 2016. Let me go back to the folders here. So the first folder we need to create, we'll go to new folder, and then we're gonna name it Office,
Okay.
Microsoft Office 2016. That's the first thing. That'll be our step number 1. The picture. Okay. Oh, I see. How funny. So it's completely blank. It worked for or no?
I'm gonna see if it saves again, but I'm just finishing up Access. Because I was able to see it and then all of a sudden it wasn't there. So let's see. Okay, so I created it. I have the 4 folders, and now what I do.
What we need to do now is either right here, don't leave this thing. Just go right here where it says new, and then let's start new Word document in the first step. Maria, were you able to do it or no? Mariquita. Así le decimos. No.
Okay.
It's muted, Maria. You're muted.
So we just do the new and then down to Word document.
Yeah, let's create a first Word document.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, it will show you just like Word, and it doesn't really give us oh yeah, create Word document. The text is gonna be week 1 notes. That's all we want us to type. So it's week, And I'm following the steps here. I'm on step number 2. You notice on lab number 2, step number 2. Textbook.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
So step number 2 says create the Word document containing the text week 1 notes. That's all. It's no. They just want us to. And this exercise is learning how to save things. So week 1 notes. That's all. They don't want us to do nothing else. Period. And then we're ready to save. Okay. So now this is how we're gonna save. We're gonna go File, Save As.
File.
File, Save As. Say save a copy online. So we're gonna go Save As, and then it's gonna ask us. I'm sure it's gonna ask us where we wanted to save it.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's showing the OneDrive, as you can see on the screen, and it has the documents and the Microsoft Office created 16 minutes ago. I'm gonna click on that to open it.
Mine didn't go there. When I hit save as, it has save as, save a copy online, rename, download a copy, download as PDF, download as ODT.
Let me do it again. Let me do it again. If your window looks like my window, you should go to
Yes.
File,
I did.
Save As, and then
Uh-huh.
Save As online, way at the top.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay.
And then it's gonna open up a window, and from this window, we're looking for Microsoft Office 2016. I click on it and it opens the folder automatically, and I see the Word document right here. Look at it. I mean the Word folder. I'm gonna click it. Now I'm in the folder. See, showing me the image of a folder open. So I'm already there. All I have to do is save it. It doesn't have a name. It's not asking me for a name. So I'm just gonna save, I guess. Save. The next thing is gonna ask me for the name. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we gonna name it? Let me see how we're gonna save the document folder. Okay. Click there.
Mr. Vasquez, I'm on my phone and I can't see. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Who is this?
I can't see because I'm on my phone what you typed right there.
Okay. Then the name is gonna be. I'm looking for the name. I don't see the name they want us to use for the Word document. We can probably save it as notes, maybe. So I'm just gonna write. This says document 1. I'm gonna delete that and put notes as the name of the Word document because it doesn't have a name. It's asking me for a name for this Word document we just created with the words week 1 notes. So how I'm gonna save it? I'm gonna save it as notes. I'm gonna name it notes. I can rename it later if I'm not sure on the name. But let me show you. I'm gonna save it. This is Microsoft Word saving. Now, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna close it because I wanna show you what happened when I did this. And I can repeat the step again, no problem. I'm gonna close it. And now look at in my folder Microsoft Office. If I click on it and the word, it shows the number 1. You see the number 1? You barely see it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on your phone, it's gonna be very tiny, but it shows the number 1 right here. It means that in Word folder, I have 1 document. Okay. On the Microsoft folder, I have 4 documents, but out of the 4 folders. So when I click it, it shows me the 4 folders. When I click on the Word folder, it shows me the 1 document I created. Look at, see, I name it notes. If I rename it notes, I can click on it. Let me see if it allows me to rename. See right here, it says rename.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can just click on the little box right here and go to rename right here. Where I don't know if you can see it right there. It says rename. And can I change? I can give it the name that I need. So at all times I can go in and change that. See, has a little rename, has like a little pencil icon. So I can rename this thing if I want to. I just name it notes for simple. All right.
Okay.
So now, for those of you who were not able to do this, let me repeat the whole thing again. All right, so going back to the first thing I said, is let me close this thing. I'm gonna close my Office. And the first thing I said, go to Microsoft Office. So I go, and it's office.com. I'm doing that, repeating the whole thing from the beginning, okay? If you're already done and you did the notes, just bear with me, okay? And right, once I'm in that, this is called the dashboard. So once I'm here and I see all these things, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for the little cloud. The cloud is your OneDrive online, uh, you know, drive. I'm gonna click on it. And the first thing I need to do is create the folder. So right here, look at where it says new. You see it right here in the very top, it says new. All I have to do is just click on that. And it gives me all kinds of options. See, it gives me the option to create folders, which I'm gonna do. And also to create documents. But this time I wanna do the folder first, if you haven't done so. And then right there it is. It's giving me the option to name the folder. How I'm gonna name the folder? I'm gonna name it Microsoft Office 2016. Okay. And then hit create. Right. That's oops. And to do it this way, create, and this is the name. So I first start right here, going to new. Okay. I'm not gonna hit create because I already have it. Okay. So once I create the folder, it's gonna tell me that I created a folder. Let me delete this. Don't forget that I'm recording this and I'm gonna upload it. I told you guys what happened to my last computer, so that's why I was not able to do it. And I didn't want to tell you my sad story, so I just kept to myself. But I should have told you that I couldn't send that thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna open the folder now, and these folders are not gonna be here. It's gonna be empty. So what we're gonna do is create 4 folders with the name of each of the programs that make up Microsoft Office. So I'm gonna go see. Notice how I know that I'm in the Microsoft Office folder because it tells me right here. See? I'm in my files, but I'm in the Microsoft Office 2016 folder I just created. All right, so I'm ready to do the first folder. I'm gonna go new folder. The first one is gonna be called Word. Okay, because I'm looking also, don't forget to also follow your textbook. Remember, we have the textbook right here. It's on page of OFF 79. At the very bottom, it says lab number 2, creating Office documents and saving them in appropriate folders. That's the one we're doing, okay? So I'm gonna go create, hit create. So once again, it's the name, and hit create. That'll be my second folder, or my first folder. Well, second folder after doing the Office, but the first folder inside the Office folder. I know, it's just getting a little confused, but that's how it is. All right, so I'm done with that. I'm gonna cancel it because I don't wanna create it, I already have it. And then I'm gonna do, once again, new folder, and this time it's gonna be Excel. My second folder, oops. Okay, and the same thing, I'm gonna hit create once I'm done with it. So I have my 2 folder, or my second folder, right? I'll do this, I have to do it 4 times, so this is the 3rd time. Now the next folder is gonna be our PowerPoint. The order doesn't matter, okay? So I'm doing it in a different order now, PowerPoint. Okay. And I hit create, and it will make my 3rd folder. So once again, I'm gonna cancel because I don't wanna do it, I already have them. I'm just repeating the steps, and then the last step is one last folder. This is gonna be for access, even though I noticed that we don't have access, but it's okay. All right, so access, and then create, because I'm just following the textbook. There is create, and I have now my 4 folders. So now when I look inside, I have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access. Okay. I said, now we're ready to do the following. I'm gonna go back to my files. See right here, it says my files. If you click on that, it takes you back to the beginning. Here it is. And now I'm ready to click on the Microsoft 2016 and then open the Word.
So now this time it did save all 4 folders, but when I go back to my files, it says that I have 5 folders
Yeah, because
in
you have, remember,
Microsoft.
you have the Microsoft folder, you
Mhm.
have the other
It's
4. So you have
But
5
it
folders.
says 5. Oh, because the original and then the 4 at the bottom?
For the bottom, yeah, I think that's
Okay,
what it's counting. Okay. So, all
okay.
right, let me go ahead now, and then we're gonna create. You can do it from here. You can do it from anywhere to create a document. Just go to New Word document, and the first thing they want us to type is one single word because this is a practice. We're gonna call it week 1 notes. Period. All right, that's it. That's all we need to type. Week 1 notes. And I'm following. This is step 2 or on the textbook on page. Once again, page FF 79 or Office 79. Okay. So I'm done with that. I'm gonna save it. So I'm gonna go File, Save As, and then right here, once I click Save As, it's gonna show me another Save As up here at the top. It says Save As a copy online. That's what we want to do. We want to save it online. I click on it, and it's gonna open my OneDrive. Remember, your OneDrive is your cloud. It's that cloud that Microsoft is giving you with 5 gigabytes of capacity for storing. All right, so I'm gonna go here. It's gonna show me the folders only that I have. I have this folder, the Microsoft Office 2016 folder. That's the one I'm looking for. So I'm gonna open it. See, once I click it, it opens up, and then it shows the 4 folders I created. So I'm gonna go Word, and it's ready to save it here. Once I click Save, it's gonna ask you to give it a name. And I just name it Notes for simple. So I go Save, and there it is. See? Now it wants me to save it. That little window says Save to OneDrive, destination folder, Word. It tells me the destination actually. And then it says enter a name for this copy. So we're gonna name it what? We're gonna name it Notes. So I type Notes, and I'm gonna save. Now mine is gonna have a problem because I already have a Notes file there. I know, si le gustó. All right, I thought it was gonna give me an error. Oh, but it changed the name. I think he changed the name. Look at it. If I go in, because he knew, dijo, he doesn't know what he's doing, so he named it Notes 1. And I had named it Notes Only. All right, it's okay. I'm going to delete it. So I don't want to confuse you. Let me delete that. Okay, so I have it Notes. There it is. So once again, if I go to my files, I open my Microsoft Office 2016 folder. I have my 4 folders. I open my Word folder, and there it is, my notes. I can click on it and it will open up again, just to show me that it is there. Wait a little bit, there it is. See, week notes 1. So I'm done with the first step. My next step is now to create either an Excel worksheet or a PowerPoint. Let's see what they have there. The next one, they want us to create a PowerPoint folder. Okay, folder, navigate to the Word folder, and say folder, and the Word folder. It doesn't really say the name, try to save it, but the name, but notes is fine, I guess. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do a PowerPoint. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna close this, and look at, because I don't want to get confused here. Notice how I have the different levels of the location where I'm at. Right now, I'm inside the Microsoft Office Word folder. This right here shows me where I'm at. So, and the reason why they do this is just to show you the location. This is called the path where you're at. I'm inside I'm on my files, inside the Microsoft Office 2016 folder, and inside the Word folder. That's what this thing is showing me. It's showing the location where I'm at right now. Okay, this is the location where I'm at. Always remember that. Okay, it shows where I'm at. Basically, it's like a little diagram of where I'm at, but that's how they do it. Okay, so that's what this thing is. Okay, now I'm gonna click on the I can click on the office. Look at, it will take me back to the Office folder. If I click on my files, it takes me out to the Office files and a folder, I'm sorry, and then it goes back to the files to the cloud. All right, so this is what they call it root, meaning the beginning or the bottom. I'm in the bottom of the thing. And as I'm going on the hierarchy higher, it will be lower, but it's higher because the next one is the Office 2016, and then the next one is Word, and then, you know, it has the other 4 folders. Okay. So we're good on this or no?
Yes.
If not, look at review the video and then try it again. This is a good practice to do it, you know, over and over. It's a good thing to know this. If you understand this, what I'm doing right now, it'll be really easy for you to use your computer to save it, to save things. Okay, it will make it really easy. So now let me go back to new again. This time I want to do PowerPoint. It says that's the number 2. The order doesn't matter. If you want to do the spreadsheet, we can do that. But let's do the PowerPoint for right now because that's what it says next on the textbook. I'm following the steps on the textbook. All right, the PowerPoint. Let me clear those lines right there. There is some on PowerPoint now. So the first thing they want us to do, I'm looking at my thing, it says create a PowerPoint presentation with one slide containing the title text in class. Okay. Presentation, and then save it to the PowerPoint folder. So, okay, right here, it's just gonna say in class. In, and then I think it says a hyphen or dash, whatever you wanna call it, class. There, see? That's all I'm gonna type, nothing else.
My font is small.
It's okay. Well, you're clicking over here on the bottom, and the subtitle probably. Make sure you click on the top.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It has 2 boxes. One box is the title. The lower box is the subtitle. You can add your name if you want on the bottom.
All right.
See that? Oops.
Yeah.
See that the bottom is for the subtitle. Remember we did the PowerPoint last year. Those of you who still remember. This is called a title slide. So in class, Mr. Vasquez. You have to put your name if you don't want to. They don't ask. But I just did it so you understand that there's 2 boxes. The top box is for the title. The lower box is for the subtitle.
Subtitle. Okay.
All right. So here we go. I'm gonna save it now. And it's exactly the same process. So look at. I'm gonna go File. Well, let me give you a minute so everybody's done with their document. Okay. Give me 1 minute here. And then once we finish this, we're gonna take a quick break so you guys can stretch out, release the stress, and then we'll come back, okay? So let me just complete this. All right, so in class, title, your name, subtitle, if you want to. The textbook doesn't say that. I thought it was a good idea to show you the bottom box. So I'm done, I'm ready to save now. I'm gonna go to the file right here. And then I'm gonna use the same save a copy. See, this one, it doesn't say save as, it says save a copy. That's okay, save a copy. And right here at the very top, you notice that it says, and I'll show you here. At the very top right here, it says save a copy to OneDrive, which is your online saving a drive, okay? Think of it a flash drive. We're saving things to a flash drive. The difference is this flash drive is in Microsoft headquarters. So we're gonna click save. And the next thing is gonna go where you wanna save it. It's showing me this is my files. My files is the OneDrive. But it doesn't know where you want it. See, computers don't know where you want things to be put. You have to direct the computer where you wanna put this stuff. It's like when you're driving. We don't have cars that drive themselves yet, you know, available. They're having test cars somehow, but they don't have a car where you can sit and say, take me to Palm Springs Airport. Car is not gonna go nowhere. You have to turn on the car, grab the steering wheel, accelerate, and go. Same thing here. Computer is not gonna know where you wanna save the things. You know, you have to know. And this exercise is helping you to understand how the saving structure and the hierarchy of folders work. Okay, so here I have my 2000 of Microsoft Office 2016. I'm gonna click on that. It opens up, and then I'm looking for the folder. I have 4 folders. So I'm looking for my PowerPoint folder. Here it is. Mine is right here. I'm gonna click it. It opens up, and notice it shows empty. I want you to realize when it shows empty, that means you're there now. See, it's empty. Now we're ready to save it here. So you just click save. And on the next step, it's gonna ask you how you wanna name it. We haven't put a name.
That presentation on it.
Okay. So there it is, a name. We're ready to do the name. Let me see if it has a name here, and save it to the PowerPoint. And it doesn't say how to save it. So we can save it in class. It's fine.
Okay.
Because it doesn't give us the name, so. And don't put the dash because it's not going to work, I don't think.
No.
Hyphens don't work when saving files, I think. All right, so we're going to click save. Yeah, we just put in space class, save. And it's going to save it. It's going to take me back to the document. I'm going to close the document because I no longer need it open.
In class, Mr. Vasquez?
In class,
Okay, in class.
So I'm there.
It's so little I could barely see it.
Okay. Yeah, I know my window. I don't know how to zoom in. There's a way to zoom in, but I don't know how to zoom in Zoom yet. Tomorrow I have a 3-hour training on Zoom again. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So once I do this, again, I'm ready to. I can close it now. So I'm no longer going to use it, so I'm going to close it. See that little extra here? I'm going to close the tab. There, it's gone. Now, but if I go to my Office 2016 and my PowerPoint, there it is, see, in class. So I did it, I got it. I successfully saved my PowerPoint folder. Now here's showing me the hierarchy again, the hierarchy where I'm at. I'm in my files, which is my drive, my OneDrive. I'm in my Microsoft Office 2016 folder, and I'm also inside the PowerPoint folder. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my files here. And I'm done with that first part. We need to do 2 more. So do me a favor, it's 7:10. You want to take a quick break, 5-minute break, go drink water. If you need to use the bathroom, 5-10-minute break is fine. I'll wait. And if anybody has a question, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere to answer your questions, okay? But it's a good time to stretch out.
Yeah, I'll be back, Mr. Vasquez. I'm gonna go get water.
I brought my water with me. I have to go downstairs if I need to, and I don't want to. All right. So it's pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. One thing I'm noticing here that I might throw you a little bit, well, I'll wait for everybody. Just chill. Yoli and Mariquita were able to do it. Marinita, how are we doing? Marinita and Mariquita, how are we doing? Were you able to do it or no? You're muted, Maria. That's why we can't hear you. Click on the volume button. There should be like a little microphone somewhere.
I never know. I muted. Yeah, because I don't founded my files.
Ajá.
Es que mi computer anda fallando mucho. A lo mejor no los hice save.
Okay, no, pero esto estamos haciéndolo en línea, online, not on the computer. So go to office.com. Let me, if you want in the chat, puedo poner el link que ya nomás lo haga clic.
Okay.
Let me go to the chat really quick here. Chat. Y se lo mando para que ahorita se le va a prender ahí una lucecita o algo diciéndole que so es
como por ejemplo, Mr. Vázquez, tampoco puedo entrar al Edmoro.
No, ahorita no estamos usando el Moro porque en el libro nos quiere que usemos el Microsoft Office.
Oh,
El
ok.
website. Ahí se lo mandé.
Ok, gracias.
Espérame, no hizo el link. No hizo el link. Tiene que ser, tengo que poner toda la cosa. HTTP // Espérame. Office. A ver, ahí está, ahora sí. Se lo mandé ahí. Just click it.
Ok, gracias.
Se lo voy a abrir y no sé si no tiene una cuenta, tiene que crear una cuenta.
Ok.
Pero se me hace que puede usar la de la escuela. Si tiene user, si tiene escuela, de la escuela tiene email o no.
Lo hice, el que tenía con usted.
No, de la escuela de la John Kelly, ¿no tiene?
Oh, sí.
Use ese y si sabe la password puede entrarle. Es lo que Jackie hizo y Jackie usó el de él. Lo mismo usted, Yolanda, si no tienen, puede usar
Ok.
para office.com, ok. Déjeme mandarle a Jody también el link. Pero ¿qué me pasó aquí? Voy a copiar el link. Poner el link ahí en el chat para todos, por si. ¿Sí puedo entrar?
Sí, ya estoy aquí. Ya, ahorita estoy haciendo clic en el OneDrive.
OneDrive, sí, es una
Ujú.
como little cloud, como una nubecita.
Sí.
OneDrive se va a abrir y ahí están los folders. No tiene ni un folder ahí. ¿Qué folders ve usted? Como
A
aquí.
ver, se está haciendo load down.
Ok.
Déjeme ver. Files. No, no me sale ningún folder, Mr. Vázquez.
Ok, entonces está listo para hacer el primer folder. Y de dónde
Oh,
está esta, dice new. Mira donde le circulé ahí.
a ver, déjame ver si lo puedo hacer más chiquito. Ok, ya me sale.
En el que tengo esta otra persona.
Sí, OneDrive. My files. New. Le hice clic en el new y luego ahí me salen folders, Word Documents, Excel.
Va a usar folder, la primera opción folder,
Ajá,
y va a crear un folder que se llame Microsoft Office 2016.
ok.
Microsoft Office 2016. Aquí está, déjame ponerle nombre.
Microsoft.
Tengo el nombre en el...
Microsoft Office 2016.
En el más va a ser, ya va a hacer clic donde dice Create.
Ok, 2016. Created.
Otro estudiante que no ha recibido el link, solo déjame mandarle el link rápidamente.
Ajá. Ya me salió aquí, sale Microsoft Office.
Ahora sí ya tiene el folder así.
Ajá,
Vamos a hacer esto, mire, hágale clic en ese folder de Office 2016 y vamos a crear
Ajá.
4 más adentro. 4 más folders, uno se va a llamar Access, Excel, PowerPoint y Word. Aquí
dice drag the files.
no, hágale New y luego Folder. ¿Ya lo abrió el Microsoft Office o no?
Ya, pero dice name y luego dice modify by B, file size,
Ok,
and sharing.
haga cancel eso, porque ahí no es. Cancélele.
¿Me saco de ahí?
Sí. Está ahora sí en el, aquí, ve donde dice en el mío, dice My Files right here. Sí.
A ver, permítame.
¿Si lo mira o no?
¿Cuál?
Este que estoy enseñando aquí, dice My Files.
Oh, ahí dice, ahí le hago clic en my files.
No, pero si lo mira,
Sí,
y aquí adentro, ¿qué mira? Mira un folder como este que se llama Office.
ok,
¿Sí mira este folder?
sí,
Ok, hágale clic en el folder ese.
ok.
Una vez que le haga clic, se va a abrir, mire. Ahora
Ok.
dice, para saber si está en el lugar correcto, ahora va a decir esto, me va a decir My Files y arriba, Microsoft Office 2016. ¿Sí dice eso?
Ajá,
Ok, ya está listo entonces para hacer esos 4 folders. Mire.
ok,
Aquí mismo dentro del Microsoft Office vamos a hacer 4 folders.
ok.
So, vamos a repetir el paso otra vez de ir a New, right here, Folder.
Ujú.
El primer folder se va a llamar, puede nombrarlo en este orden, Access, Excel, PowerPoint y Word.
Ok, eso sí
Van a
ya lo
ser
tengo.
4 folders, 4 veces va a repetir el mismo paso. ¿Ok?
El mismo folder, ok, gracias.
Ya cuando termine me dice, ok, let's get back to it. Don't forget that we need to do 2 more documents, all right? So,
Ujú.
hágalos así rápido para que nos alcance. Entonces necesito mandarle este texto a esta nueva estudiante
Ajá,
de la oficina que se acaba de escribir. Ok. All right. ¿Ya?
Ya, ya los estoy haciendo.
Ok. Pues dele rápido, Meriquita, porque necesita
Disculpe.
4. ¿Cuántos lleva? ¿1 o 2?
2.
Ok, haga otros 2 más y ya para que siga con nosotros. Anyway, those of you who still struggling a little bit in this, just follow the video. You can delete them if you want to and then do it again. That would be a good practice. Okay. If you want to, or create another folder and just name it. Actually, if you want to, it would be a good practice. It has on lab number 1 creating folders for a bookstore. And look at it has the book categories. It has a bunch of different categories. Maybe we can do that later if we have time right now. Okay. So let's continue with the other ones. You're good, Mariquita. You got.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I'm gonna leave the screen and I don't want to throw you off.
So
All right.
that's just great.
Okay, so let me go back to my files here.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to new, and this time I'm gonna do. I already did a Word, a PowerPoint. I'm gonna do an Excel.
Okay.
I click Excel. Now this time it's gonna be an Excel workbook. So I click on it, wait for the page to load, and there it is. It's a blank page. Let me see what they want us to type on this thing. Create an Excel spreadsheet containing the text financial spreadsheet in cell A1, and then save it in the Excel folder. All right, so I'm following the instructions on the textbook. Okay, I'm on page now, Office or OFF 80 at the very top on step number 8. In case you want to follow the textbook, okay, so it's gonna be A1. I'm on A1 because it's showing me right here that I'm on A1. Just circle it so you guys know. See, I'm on A1 and see that first one is highlighted. That's how I know I'm in the right place. So what I'm gonna put right here, I'm just gonna put financial. This is financial spreadsheet. All right, let me make it. I'm gonna make mine bigger. You guys don't have to make yours bigger. I'm just gonna make it so you can see it. How do I do that? View. Okay, view here. Zoom in. View. I mean, I don't want that. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. Exit. One view. Don't click. Okay, I don't know what happened. New reading view. Okay, here. This should be a little bigger. No, reading view. See, this one doesn't have a view like the other ones that you could make it bigger. Trying to see to make it bigger, definitely. I have to use the browser, so I'm gonna make it bigger using the browser here. You guys can see now, okay? So it's financial spreadsheet. All right. I can press enter. If you don't, in Excel, if you don't press enter, you're not typing anything, okay? So you have to press enter always. All right, so financial spreadsheet, that's all they want us to type on this. Financial spreadsheet. I'm ready to save it now. All right, so I'm gonna go file again. Everybody's good, we all got it? The financial statement, it reads right here, complete. And then I'm ready to save it. I'm gonna go file, save as again. And don't forget that I'm gonna save a copy to the OneDrive, because that's the one we're using, the OneDrive. To save a copy to OneDrive. I'm waiting for it to load, and it's loading right here. It says my file. So here it is. Look at Microsoft Office 216. That's where I want to put it. I'm gonna open it. But then inside I have 4 folders. So where I'm gonna put it? On the Excel folder. And now it's showing me that it's an empty folder, so I'm gonna put now the stuff in it. And let me do it again.
Mr. Vasquez,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Mr. Vasquez.
no,
I can't see, I only see everybody's face, but I can't see what you're doing.
okay. Everybody has the same problem or no?
I'm able to see what you're doing.
I can see you, I can see you, and I can see the sheet. You know, Marina, on top, right there, where there's like a little, floppy disk. If you click right there, sometimes it'll show you the screen and it'll show you the people.
Oh.
Where it says swap shared screen with video or algo así. Porque así pasan la class with the kids that they click on it and they can't see what the teacher's showing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want
Try and see if it'll help you.
All right. So we just type in financial spreadsheet, and then I'm ready to save it right here where it says file, and then save as, and then it says save as a copy, save a copy to OneDrive. That's the option I want to use. So I click on it, and then it's gonna go to my OneDrive. See the little cloud there? Okay, and I show me the folders I have. I'm looking for the Microsoft Office 2016. I'm gonna open it, and now I have 4 folders. And I'm looking for the Excel folder, which has a 0. That means it's empty. That's where I want to put it. Now it shows me that I'm inside of it. And once again, look at it, showing what I was telling you earlier, is showing the hierarchy or the path. I got my files, which is the OneDrive, Microsoft Office 2016, which is my folder I created, and then the Excel folder. So I'm inside the Excel folder, and that's where this Excel financial spreadsheet is gonna go. So I'm gonna go save it, and the next thing is gonna ask me what name you want to give it. So let me see. It usually doesn't say name, so I'm just gonna call it financial spreadsheet also. And I'm typing it right now. Okay. So I'm gonna save it. Financial spreadsheet. The same name I type in the thing. Save it, and it'll take me back to the document in case I want to work more on it. But I'm done. That's all they want us to do. So I'm gonna exit it by closing right here. Don't forget, I'm recording this myself. Later on, you wanna view it and then try it again. It will be better.
Okay.
I'm back to the OneDrive or my files. Okay, and I'm ready to do the last document. They wanted us to do an access, and it says call it my movie database. So okay, so we're gonna go new, but I don't see it. I don't see that as a form survey. Let's maybe do a survey. It has the other one is the one notebook. I don't know if I want to do that one. Let's do the form survey. Since it doesn't have access, so we're gonna do just this one for the heck of it. Let's see how it's done. Si no está muy complicado. Oh my God. No, it's a database actually. Microsoft Forms, so it's kind of like a database, so it's good. So Forms. Easily switch between OneDrive and Microsoft Forms via the application launcher. Analyze that. See, it's to analyze data. So it is kind of like access. I just wanted to see that. Okay, I got it. Email, easily create surveys, quickly create quizzes, analyze data in Excel. All right, so it's good. So there it is. So we're gonna put a question and a response. Oh my God, it's too complicated, huh? You guys think it's too complicated, or you want to just do one line? That's it, just so we can use it. All right. So let's do one line. Easier. Okay. They want us to name it my movie database. Oh, you know what? We can put favorite movie, something like that, and then we save it as movie database. All right. So it's gonna be. I just click, I guess. Yeah, there it is. My movie database. Movie. All right. You can add a description. That's all we're gonna do. We're not gonna do anything else on this. Okay. My movie database. My movie. I'm gonna put a subtitle. You don't have to. I'm just going to, it bothers me to see that thing empty there. All right, so I'm done. So all I need to do, I can save it now. It doesn't have a save button. Oh my God. It doesn't have a save button. You know why? Because it saves automatically. You notice how it says up here, save? Okay, it's not gonna work. I have to be in OneNote then. Give me a second. Let me exit this really quick. Let's see what happens when I exit it. Because it's already saved. I don't have to save it. See, but it's right here. Where is it? No, not even. Doesn't even show here. It went somewhere else to some another planet. So forget about that one. It's not gonna work. So we're gonna have to use OneNote, I guess. It's the next option. Let's see what we need to. The OneNote is very simple. It's like for taking notes. So enter your name, your new name for the note. We're gonna call it my movie database. This is the one we're gonna use. Okay, should I use this one? Database.
So
So
we
this is-
go to OneNote, Mr. Vasquez?
OneNote notebook. This is just for writing notes. It's like on you have a Samsung phone, you know, Samsung Notes. If you have an iPhone, it's Apple Notes or something like that, or Notes is called. That's all it is. It's for taking notes. Nobody ever uses this thing. But let's create. Creating it. Okay, got it. And okay, there it is. So it is created. Look at that.
What do we name it, Mr. Vasquez? I'm
My
sorry.
movie database. That's how they want it.
Your database, okay.
And here, I guess we're gonna put. See, this is the note. This is my movie database. Let's do just one movie, just so we can kind of like title this thing. My movie. There. You notice how it automatically did this untitled section. My movie database. I don't know what is this, but it's okay. I can even put a movie here. Put your favorite movie if you want to. So see that what I'm trying to do is make it you know, make some sense. So I name it the notes is my movie database, and this could be my movie. That's fine. It makes sense to me that way. Okay. So I go file, share, and that's how save. Oh my God. That means it saves automatically too. I go save, share. It doesn't have that. That's the only two. So I think it saves in real time also when I'm typing it.
Okay.
So let's
Press nothing?
let's see if I close it. Let's see where it's gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna close it. So we're just gonna put my movie, and it has today's date and time. So I'm gonna close it. Here it is. You can see that my movie database. Okay, so it didn't go exactly where we wanted to go. But let me show you how we can. Oops, sorry. Let me show you how we can send this to the folder. Right, just click right here. Look it. You notice when I click it, there's nothing here on the very top. Right here. When I click on the little box right here, look at. If I click on the icon, it will open it up. But if I click on the little circle, you can see, I can move it. You see what I did? It gives me the option to move it. So now I can move it too. So I click move to. I wait a little bit and it's gonna tell me where I want to move it to. Oh, it's on the side. I'm sorry. Let me move you guys as well. It's showing me, see? I have the folder 2016. I can just click on the folder. Now it shows me all the folders. So I want it in the access folder. So I'm gonna click on the access folder and it's ready, selected. All I have to do is click the button that says move. I'll repeat this step because I know it's a little tricky here. But notice the button says move. So here it is. It will make it move to that. So let me cancel this and I'll do it again. So to show you how I did this thing, okay? Let me exit this, cancel it. Let me show you again. So I said once we created it, it's showing it to me right here. It's still on my cloud, but it's not on the folder where I want to put it. How can I do that? I just click on the little if I hover over it, hover the mouse over it, it shows a little circle. It's for selecting it. Look at what happens if I click on it, it will open it. I don't need to open it because I can move it from here. Okay. So I don't want to open it. I want to select it only. So I click on the little circle. It's like a little check mark. See that? It turns blue. Now all these features appear up at the top. All these options, like a little menu. One of those menus, first one says open, the second one says share, next one delete, and the last one says move to. I'm gonna click on move to, and then it opens up this thing here on the side, and it shows my files. It shows the folder I have, including the Microsoft Office 2016, which I'm gonna click on the little arrow or just click on it, and it will open up, see, and it shows the other 4 additional folders that I created. So now it gives me the option to save it. To the Access. Okay. So all I have to do at this point, look at it, is just click on Access. It's highlighted, and then I can click on the button that says Move. So it won't move until I click on this button. So I'm ready to do it, and you'll see it disappearing from here, from the screen, from right here to moving to Access. Okay, so it's gonna go here to the Access folder. All right. So here we go. Let's do it. Boom. There it is. You notice how it disappeared? It went to my folder now. So how do I know? Just to prove it, I can go and check to see if it's actually there. So I go Microsoft Office. I go to Access, and ta-da, there it is. I was able to transfer it from the My Files OneDrive to the Microsoft Office 2016 folder, and then the subfolder Access. Okay. So now it shows that it's there. So let me go back to my file. So what we did, look at class, on this. So this is the first folder I did, just to show you visually again, because we don't see it this way. Okay, we don't see it this way. We don't see it like this, and I just want to visually show you. Okay, there. Visually show you what we did. So this is one level. This is a folder, and this right here, all this right here are subfolders. Subfolders because they're inside the folder. But we don't call them that. We just call them folders. But they're actually subfolders because they're inside a big folder. Okay. These are inside these folders. And they're actually subfolders. So this is our main folder. And this folder also is inside the drive. This is the drive right here. I just want you to visually see what I'm talking about. So this whole thing up in the top is a OneDrive. It's my files, the OneDrive. That's where I have. So we have one big old folder called OneDrive, and then I have another folder called Microsoft Office 2016, and then subfolders. That's how the structure of this thing is. If you can visualize it, that's how it is. I think of a filing cabinet. You have a bunch of little separators. Okay, that's what it is. Your filing cabinet is your OneDrive. But then inside that the filing cabinet, you have different folders, such as let's say you have one for bills, and inside the bill you have one for water, one for electricity, one for gas, and so on. So it's kind of like the same idea. If you want to think of it that way, it'll make more sense to you, right? Any questions? No? But anyway, so watch the video again in case you got a little confused or you were not able to follow one of these steps. Okay. Any questions? No. Because there's another lab here, and I wanted to do the other structure of the library. Because it's pretty easy. If you guys for when I practice this, this is the lab number 1. Look at going back to page Office 76, 78. We can delete them later, but I just want to show you this structure, how it works. So you can follow along. If you were not able to do this part, we're going to practice really quick. We have 15 minutes. Let's do this. I want to end it at 8. So we got 15 exactly minutes. So let's do it really quick. Clear that? This is what we're going to do, look at that. Make sure you're in my files. So let me put your, you guys on this side right here. Let's make sure that we're on my files, that it shows my files here. Okay, if you're not there, try to get there. How do you get there? If somehow everything is closed, you were not able to, don't forget you go to your OneDrive. And your OneDrive is your files. That's how it's called, my files, or OneDrive, same thing. All right, so I'm right here. Okay, I'm ready to do the folders. So I'm gonna start with the first folder. I'm on page number 78. It says Office 78. Create folders for a bookstore. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna create folders for a bookstore. It's really nice because it has several categories. So we start with the first folder. It's gonna be book categories. I'm gonna go to new folder. That's the first one. I'm gonna call it book categories. So go ahead and follow along, please. Book categories. And this is the practice. There it is. So I'm gonna go create. I go create. And here it is. And mine is, they usually go in alphabetical order. You know, B, it will be, because B is the first one for me. I got B, documents, and then Microsoft Office 2016, and then I have a personal vote, and then I have pictures. All right, so I created my book category just now. It says right here. Como dicen los cholitos, just barely right now. That's how they talk. Just barely right now. Okay, we created it, so right now. I'm gonna open it now because remember, I'm gonna create, if you look on the picture here, see the picture right there? There's a bunch of folders. So we did the one at the top. So I'm ready to open it and go inside that folder and then create the rest of the folder. So on my click, and I know I'm inside. How do I know I'm inside? Because it says right here, look at, this is the path. I'm inside the files, and then now I'm inside the book categories. All right, so ready to start doing my categories. See, right now it's just an empty folder because there's nothing here. It's empty. Right, so we're gonna start putting the stuff there. We're gonna put a total of 2, 4, 6, 7 folders. And I'm gonna kind of like do them on the order that you see on the textbook. If you have your textbook next to you, you can see clearly what we need to type, okay? So let's start with the first folder. So I'm gonna go new, and then folder. The first one is gonna be fiction. Excuse me, fiction. So create. Here. Okay, first folder. Ready for the second folder. So I'm gonna repeat this thing several times. Folder again. This is my second folder. It's called biography. Okay, biography. Create. Now my second folder. Third folder is children. I'm gonna put children. This is my third folder. So children, create. And you can see them in real time as I'm doing it. All right, so the next one is folder is humor. Oh, sorry. Humor. Remember, they're book categories, so if you think about it. All right. My next folder, let me collapse this window really quick so you guys doesn't cover you. The next one is going to be social science. And don't forget to follow your textbook because you can see my names, you can see them on the textbook. Social science, social science. Okay. The next book is going to be nonfiction. So one word. You guys know what a nonfiction book is? It's a true story book. Like by somebody who writes about their experience, you know. So, there it is. And then my next folder is going to be medical. I created the folder medical. So it's here. I have all my folders, but they automatically arrange themselves in alphabetical order. So I have biography first, children second, fiction third, humor fourth, medical fifth, nonfiction sixth, and social science seventh. So you should have 7 folders, 7 book categories. Okay. How are we doing, everybody? ¿Cómo andamos? ¿Perdidos o bien? So I have my 7 categories, and you can see my 7 folders are on the screen. And they automatically rearrange themselves in alphabetical order. So that's not the order I created them. I created them on the order of the textbook. But here the computer puts them in alphabetical order. So don't be turned off by that, because that would throw you a little bit off. You go, what happened? What happened? The computer likes order, so it puts them in alphabetical order. It doesn't like chaos. All right, so I have all my 7 categories. How about it? How about you guys? We're good? Still working on it? 2 more minutes? It's 7:51. I give you maybe 2 minutes to complete your 7 folders. We need to do for fiction. We actually need to do a subcategory. Oh no, wait a minute. It's 9 folders. I'm wrong, it's 9 folders. It's just that drawing went around. So I need 2 more folders. I need science fiction, and Western. I'm sorry about that. Let me just, nobody told me anything. You guys didn't, you missed it. Okay, science fiction is the next category, so it's 9 categories. Science fiction. Probably one of my favorite genres, science fiction. And then Western. I only read Western when I was a kid. Apollo and Cassidy, and one of the other ones, the books I read are Westerns. Roy Rogers, you know. And
John Wayne.
You know, well, John Wayne didn't write books; he made movies. But Gene Autry, there were books, you know, about his adventures.
Vasquez, the book said that within the fiction folder, create 2 additional folders. One for science fiction and the second for Western.
Yeah, just do it right there. Oh, no, so it will show now the 9 folders. Okay. I have biography, children, fiction, humor, medical, nonfiction, science fiction, social, science, and Western. It puts them all automatically. You want them all in your book categories, inside the book categories. All right.
Oh, I thought it was inside the fiction folder.
No, me too.
Okay.
It threw me off. But what happened, the picture went like around. They kind of like twisted it around, so it threw me off. If you see the picture, class, it looks like it's a subcategory. Look at, oh, sorry. It looks like it's a subcategory, but it's not. It actually goes around. It's total 9 categories. All right, and that's it.
Okay.
This is what we need to do for this. It says within the book categories, create folders for each, naming them fiction, biography, children's humor, fiction, and medical. Within the fiction, oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Within the fiction folder, create 2 additional folders.
Exactly.
One for science fiction and the second one for Western. It's okay. Remember, we'll learn how to move things. Let me show you. I'm glad that I made a mistake, so I can fix this. Look at, all I have to do is click on the Western, see the little checkbox, and then click on the science fiction. You notice how I click on both? Because I did them outside. And you're right, they need to go inside the fiction. Yeah, so look at what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna move these folders. Right here, it says move to. It's the same way I did the other one. The document, I'm gonna move to. And then on the side, see, book categories. That's where I'm gonna put them. So I'm gonna put those two folders because they're already highlighted into the fiction right here. Okay? See that? I'll repeat this step before I hit the button. Okay. So I'm gonna move this folder, the science fiction and Western to fiction. Right, let me, and before I click move, because when I want to hit move, it's gonna go. I want to repeat the steps so I can show you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is select them. So don't click on the folder because it's gonna open the folder. You don't want to click on the folder. You just want to hover over it and see the little circle. Check mark this little circle. Sorry, check mark the little circle for science fiction, and check mark the little circle for Western. Once you do that, over here you have the option to move to. See, notice the option. Let me highlight it so you guys see it. Move to. And I'm gonna click on that option. Once I click on that option, the bunch of folders come out right here. So the first thing is the book categories. So I'm gonna click on the book categories, and then it opens up all of them. Opens up the 7, all the categories. But I'm gonna move the category science fiction and the category Western inside the fiction. So I click on the fiction to select it or highlight it. It lets me know, see now it's called shaded. It lets me know that now I have selected that. So I'm gonna go move, and they're gonna disappear. Look at there, see that? They're gone, but they're not gone. They're really inside now my fiction because I was able to move them. So let me see. It says move 2 items to fiction. It actually tells me that. So in case I'm doubtful, look at it. It just told me that. See that little message right there? It says move 2 items to fiction. So I successfully moved the folders that I created wrongly in the wrong place to the correct place where I needed to move them. Okay. Any questions? Anybody needs me to repeat the steps again? No? All right, so let me, there are no more questions. Let me end this session. Let me clear this right here.
I have one more question.
Sure.
Can we open another folder inside, let's say the science fiction to create, let's name an actual name of the movie, put it inside, so open another one inside the sub folder? You know how we created two inside the fiction?
Inside the fiction, and then we can go inside that. You're talking about inside going inside the science fiction, and then create one more. We could do that.
Okay.
Once because these are textbooks. Let's say once you you have the book, you can put it in the location.
Okay.
It's a good question. Let me show you something really quick here before we go. Give me 1 second, and it's a good thing that you asked me that. I'll show you right now. Where do I have books? I don't know if I have any books here. No. Okay, I don't. Never mind. I'm gonna show you a book and then put it in the thing. All right, but that's basically how we created this category of textbooks. See, but we don't see the other folders unless we open the fiction again. It will show the 2 folders. That's why when I was showing you the hierarchy, how these things are created inside this folder. Look at, that's why I made a little drawing here to show you that inside the fiction right here, we have 2 additional folders that we can see them really because they're inside this thing, so it's hard for us to see it. We have a subfolder right here and another one right here. That's why it shows 2. You notice how it shows 2?
Mm-hmm.
Shows 2 right here. So that means that those 2 folders are inside the fiction, but visually we cannot see them. That's why I was drawing these things to show you. Okay. Anyway, I think it's a good exercise. You want to try it again? How can I try it again, Mr. Vasquez? Can I delete all this and try it again? You bet. You know, it's a good practice to do. Let me show you how you will do that. If you hover over this, look at, I go right here. I just have to select them all.
And
I
delete.
can go delete. See right here, it says delete. So if I wanted to practice again, I can delete them all and then just do them again if you want to. You don't have to, or you don't have to even delete them all. Look at, you can actually do this. Look at, let me show you really quick. If I go back to my files, I can delete just the folder categories, book categories right here, this folder, and it will delete all the folders I created, all 7 folders. It will be deleted if I delete that. If I wanted to do it again, that would be a good practice, only if you want to, okay? You don't have to. If you got it nailed, as they say, you nailed it, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you're not sure about this and you want to practice again, hey, practice the lab number 1 again. So it'll be a good practice, okay? Anyway, so
Okay.
no more questions. We're done for today. Thank you very much. Don't forget to keep Yolanda's daughter in your prayers and
Yes.
Thank you.
Christina, she's also going through this with her family. So
Sure.
just pray for them if you can when you get a chance. Have them in your thoughts. And good night, everybody. Thank you very much.
Do we email this to you or not?
No, this one we're actually gonna do something for these folders. No, as long as you have it, it says
Okay.
you can email it to me if you want to, but you'll have to share it with me. But it's gonna be too complex to do it right now.
Oh, okay.
Now let's use it as a practice to do it, and maybe when we come back on Thursday we can do the categories again, because this is a good practice on creating folders. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you very
Vasquez,
much. Yes.
no olvide por favor compartir la clase, please.
No, ¿qué?
Subir la clase para volver a mirar.
Lo que pasa es que se me descompuso la otra computer y hizo crash. Esta sí lo voy a hacer.
No, esta, ajá, sí,
Sí.
por favor.
Sí, esta ahorita que en cuanto terminemos, está grabando. En cuanto terminemos se va a parar de grabar y me guarda todo y ya lo puedo hacer upload. La otra me dio muchos problemas. All right,
Ok,
so,
no hay problema. Ajá.
and wait for it.
Gracias.
I'll make sure that I send it within an hour, because it takes a while to download and upload to YouTube. I have to put it on YouTube. All right.
También otra pregunta, ¿tenía que hacerlo como entrarme a Office o no? ¿O podía usar el programa aquí en la computadora?
La práctica de esta era para
Era
hacerlo
hacerlo online.
Ajá, online.
Okay.
So, si no lo puede hacer ahorita durante la clase Zoom, que Zoom takes up a lot of internet, a lot of bandwidth is called. So, le baja la internet a mucho. Si lo puede hacer once que se vaya a la clase, es buena práctica. Si no, ahora mañana no, ¿verdad? Es buena práctica hacer esto.
Ok.
All right.
Good night, Mr. Vasquez.
Ok,
Good night,
buenas
everybody.
noches a todos.
Okay.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Yoli.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Good night. Bye, Mariquita.
Good night, Jackie.
Good night.
¿Ya te llegó el mensaje
¿Sí?
de Luis Salcido?
Oh, no, todavía no me he fijado. ¿Ya los empezó a mandar?
Ya, ahorita llegó el mío.
Ah, ahorita me voy a fijar. Ah, sí, acaba de llegar.
Dice Mr. Vázquez, ya se van a quedar platicando por el Zoom en mi clase.
Iba a hacer la countdown, ¿no? Like 5, 4.
Good night.
Good night.
Pasen buenas
Good night.
noches.
Buenas noches.
Nice to
Good night.
meet everybody.
2, 1, and 0. Good night.
Okay, good night.